simplicity, patience, compassion. These three are your greatest treasures. Simple in actions and thoughts, you return to the source of being. Patient with both friends and enemies, you accord with the way things are. Compassionate toward yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. Knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. If you understand others, you are smart. If you understand yourself, you are illuminated. If you overcome others, you are powerful. If you overcome yourself, you have strength. If you know how to be satisfied, you are rich. If you can act with vigor, you have a will. If you don't lose your objectives, you can be long-lasting. If you die without loss, you are eternal. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. If you try to change it, you will ruin it. Try to hold it, and you will lose it. Give evil nothing to oppose, and it will disappear by itself. To understand the limitation of things, desire them. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there is nothing you cannot achieve. All streams flow to the sea because it is lower than they are. Humility gives it its power. If you want to govern the people, you must place yourself below them. If you want to lead the people, you must learn how to follow them. Close your mouth, block off your senses, blunt your sharpness, untie your knots, soften your glare, settle your dust. This is the primal identity. When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. When there is no desire, all things are at peace. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. Trying to understand is like straining through muddy water. Have the patience to wait, be still, and allow the mud to settle. Love is a decision, not an emotion. True words aren't eloquent. Eloquent words aren't true. Wise men don't need to prove their point. Men who need to prove their point aren't wise. The master has no possessions. The more he does for others, the happier he is. The more he gives to others, the wealthier he is. Hope and fear are both phantoms that arise from thinking of the self. When we don't see the self as self, what do we have to fear? A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed himself of concepts and keeps his mind open to what is. Thus, the master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He's ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. Countless words count less than the silent balance between yin and yang. Rushing into action, you fail. Trying to grasp things, you lose them. Forcing a project to completion, you ruin what was almost ripe. Therefore, the master takes action by letting things take their course. He remains as calm at the end as at the beginning. He has nothing, thus has nothing to lose. What he desires is non-desire. What he learns is to unlearn. He simply reminds people of who they have always been. He cares about nothing but the Tao. Thus, he can care for all things. My teachings are easy to understand and easy to put into practice, yet your intellect will never grasp them, and if you try to practice them, you'll fail. My teachings are older than the world. How can you grasp their meaning? If you want to know me, look inside your heart. Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will blunt. He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job, then let go. Not knowing is true knowledge. Presuming to know is a disease. First realize that you are sick, then you can move toward health. Always remember, if you can be anything in life, be a Stoic. Support with a like and subscribe for more Stoic empowerment.